Hello friends, how are you today? I hope you're doing well. Okay, so today I am coming to you to make a correction to the video that you are about to see. Now, I want to make this correction, however, I do not want to spoil the video. So I'm going to tell the story and then I'm going to cut to the video, and the rest of this story that I'm telling right now, I'm going to put it at the end of the video so that it explains the video that you've already seen. I was thinking about just filming the whole thing, but I already feel like I explained it well, and I don't want to change it even though I messed up, guess what? The numbers. Of course, I messed up the number. And so I'm going to explain to you the whole story or everything, but at the end is where I'm going to place this, and it's going to make more sense. It's to you, but to me right now. Anyway, okay. So, initially, when I first filmed this video, I thought that there were 3 actresses that were in these movies with this weird guy that went on to play Marilyn Monroe. There are actually only 2. The reason why I thought there were 3 is because when I was looking at the pictures of the actresses, I was looking at collages of more than one, so it made the picture smaller, and then they're all dressed like Marilyn Monroe. So when I looked at one actress, I thought she was somebody else. And so I thought she was one of the ones from the movie, but she's actually not. And I still don't know who I'm looking at. I even read the article that was attached to the photo, and I still don't know who this person is. Because none of the names even made any sense to me. Like, I guess, I don't know if I'm old or if I just really have checked out of Hollywood, because I hear some names of people who are famous and I'm like, what the heck? Who is that? Who is that? And then I don't care to find out. So maybe I'm just at that age, but I really have just checked out of Hollywood. Anyway, and I really don't care about these bumbling fools. But the story is a little less dynamic now that there's only 2 actresses instead of 3. However, it would be more dynamic if there were 4, obviously. But the fact that there are even 2 makes it noteworthy. So that is the whole backstory. I am just going to edit. I have just edited the part out where I accidentally said 3, and the story still basically stays the same. But of course, I messed up the numbers. As per usual in the Dark World Lightwork experience, you know I'm always a little bit off when it comes to math. So that's it. And I hope you enjoyed the story. And we are going to figure out exactly what is up with these. Sorry. And I hope you enjoyed the story, and we are going to figure out exactly what is up with these guys, or what these 3. They're up to some real. They're up to some weird ritualistic stuff, and I'm not here for it. Ah! All right, guys. So we'll figure it out, and that's all. I love you. Bye. Hello, friends. How are you today? I hope you're doing well. Today, I wanted to come to you with another doozy. This is something that is a developing story that involves what we always talk about here on Dark World Lightwork: clairvoyance, actual cold, hard, physical evidence, and a sixth sense and a knowing that I have. Now, this is going to make a lot of more sense if you have been following along here. If you have not, I would recommend that you watch the videos that I mention in this and check out the Tumblr posts that I mention in this video. I will try to link actually to both of them in the comments or in the description. Okay, so if you have been following along here, you know that I have recently made a Tumblr post about the actress Marilyn Monroe and how the Hollywood industry seems to have some strange obsession with her energy, where they just continue to have these different actresses play this woman over and over again. And it to me recently got to be so obnoxious that I commented about it on my Tumblr post. And if you've been following along here, you also know that my Tumblr posts are where I post the things that are most me channeling the Holy Spirit, where it's the least me, because it's just words. You don't even get to see me. And it's really more my esoteric knowledge that I post on Tumblr. That is part of the story as well. I also recently posted a video where I brought up the Tumblr post where I was talking about Marilyn Monroe. Now, while I was posting the video, I looked online for some collages of some of the actresses who have played Marilyn Monroe. And I found something very interesting during that time. Now, a little backstory on me if you haven't been following along here. I have mentioned how members of the Hollywood industry targeted me. There is a specific actor who made it basically his career for almost the last decade to target me. And he did so with a group of people, and they ended up making a series of movies that were directed at me that got increasingly more strange, to the point where the last movie that they made is about a bunch of actors who go to Greece to sacrifice an innocent to a volcano god. So that led me to believe that not only are they out of their fucking minds, but they also dabble in the occult and ritualistic things to get what they want. We've all seen, well, we haven't all seen, but I'm sure you've heard of at least the movie Eyes Wide Shut. You've heard of Bohemian Grove. You've heard of the Epstein tapes, the Epstein files. You've heard of all of the strange sort of MK Ultra Nazi things that these people do, like take people to a strange island and experiment on them. They like to breed certain people together. They like to do a lot of very, very strange things. And one of them happens to be some sort of ritual that involves Marilyn Monroe. Why do I know? Because the actor who targeted me, like I said, he made these movies that were increasingly stranger and stranger with actresses who are increasingly stranger looking, in my opinion, but that's not the point. And do you know these actresses who has starred in one of these creepy movies with this actor has gone on to play Marilyn Monroe shortly after? You can go look it up. This is a story that we have to figure out together because I only have those pieces so far. And I do believe that these actors are doing this as part of some sort of ritual where they are trying to summon this woman's energy in some strange way, in the same way that they have been trying to siphon mine. And I'm not the only one. There's plenty of people who can even say, oh, I posted my song on SoundCloud and some celebrity came and took the hook and pretended like it was theirs. Do you see what I'm saying? That's the same kind of energy. And something is very strange, and we are going to figure it out together. So let's put a pin in that information, and we will get back to it very, very soon. These people are done. They are exposed, not just by the man, but by the spirit. All right? It is over. Game over. What's it called? End game and doomsday. Okay, love you.